Hey, what's up everyone? Wanted to hop on here and do a quick little review about my Rocketbook Smart Reusable Notebook. And I must say, this little notebook has quickly become my favorite notebook of all time. Just for the reason being, I'm never going to have to buy another one because it is, again, 100% infinitely reusable. So this is the letter 8.5 by 11 size, and this is the dot, they call it, I think, the dot matrix, or the dot matrix page. So it basically means there's no lines like a traditional notebook. They do sell those with traditional lines. This one I bought with the dot, thinking I would be drawing out more diagrams. But going back on it again, I would probably get the one with the lines. But it's a minor detail. If you want something that you want to do more freeform, the dots are fine. Basically, how the Rocketbook works is that you can they have a free app that you download, and across the bottom of the page, you'll see there's like these little symbols. I don't know if the camera's picking them up. They're pretty faint. But those symbols correspond with these symbols. They correspond with the app. And what this it's designed to do is you can make out all of your notes, scan this with your phone, and then it will send this to any corresponding, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 predetermined locations automatically. So you can have an email, you can have a Google Drive, you can have a joint Zoom board. Anything really. Microsoft Teams, I think, has something you can send something to a Microsoft Teams chat. Basically, how it works is you do your work, and then you can basically scan this, and then what you do is you actually mark off. You take the pen here, and then I'm gonna try this left-handed. Basically, you mark up on that particular symbol, and that tells the app where to send whatever's on the page, and it will scan it. It will also transcribe it if your handwriting is better than mine. My handwriting is awful, and yeah, so my transcriptions doesn't work too well. But if you have good handwriting, it'll actually transcribe, put everything into a Google Doc, and it makes it scannable. It makes it searchable. It's really, again, really cool. So what I like about this, it is reusable. So, but you have to use these special Pilot friction pens. Let me get a better shot of this. So you actually have to use the Pilot friction pens. I will tag them in the description of the video, or in the product portion of the video. But if you don't use these, it is not reusable. But right now, as you can see, this ink here is dry. All Rocketbooks come with this little gray little cloth. Okay, what I did was I've actually damp. There's a little bit of water on this. There's a little bit of damp, and then you can essentially just erase the entire page. Now again, to get it all perfectly there, you're going to have to use a little bit more. It does take a little while, but for the sake of the video, I took something that is completely dry, took a damp rag, and then I'm just going to, again, make it disappear like it's magic. So this is, again, this is why this is my favorite. What I'll do is I'll fill this up, and then I'll spend, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes going through each page, wiping the pages as I'm done with them, and then I start again, I fill it up, and then I wipe them, and I think I've filled and wiped this notebook probably 6 or 7 times. Probably would have been the equivalent of probably 6 or 7 regular 5-star notebooks. There aren't a whole lot of pages, but because it is refillable, you again, you can use them. Now, they also have special markers that you can use inside here. Hang on while I grab one. And here we go. I have one. It's actually the same thing. It's the Pilot friction color. It's the Pilot friction markers. Again, it has to be a Pilot friction or it will stick and the water will not come off. But it's the same thing. You can use a marker. That's going to go in there. Well, it takes a little bit of while for the markers to dry. But basically, once that dries, this has been on here for a day or two, I can then just use the water. Where's the water? Come through there. And then I can just erase it like it was never even there. Cool little thing, cool notebook. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you pick up a couple of these, or really only one of these, and you'll never actually have to buy a notebook again.